Welcome, workout friends. It's great to have you join me for today's Powerhouse core workout. Powerhouse is the term that Joseph Pilates used to describe the center part of our body where so much of our strength resides. And so we are going to jump right into this mat workout. We're going to start off bringing our forearms down to the mat, and I'm going to take my left leg, turn my knee out and point my toe forward, and then I'm going to bring my other leg up underneath it. Good, so when I bring those legs together, I've created some tension, and now the core, what is the core doing? I'm pulling my belly button down towards the floor, and then I'm going to take the lower leg, tap the floor, squeeze the legs together, creating tension. Those legs are resisting into one another, and I'm feeling that work especially on the side of my leg that's lowering and lifting and resisting into the upper leg. Good, exhaling for that connection, exhaling for that connection. Awesome, 2 more here. Thank you for joining me. Try to keep that chest nice and lifted. The next time those feet come together, we take both legs, lower and lift. Both knees are turned out. We're creating a diamond shape between our legs, and we are working our core. It might appear as though we're working our legs. We are a little bit, especially the inner thigh on my right leg that's doing some of the work of supporting my left leg, but it's mostly core. Exhale it up. Good, last 2 and last 1. Land those feet down. It's the other side. So I'm gonna bring my right leg up first. My left leg joins. I lower and squeeze to connect. So just make sure that when your legs squeeze together at that connection point that you're feeling the obliques on the side of the leg that is lifting and pressing up. Fantastic work. Yes, creating some great core work right here. Much more than it appears to be, isn't it? Right. Last 2. Now both legs are gonna stay together. We're gonna lower and lift. So definitely getting into our hip flexors a little bit here, and we don't want to overwork our hip flexors. Let's make sure our abdominals are doing most of the work of lifting our legs. Good. Exhaling it up with a big breath. Pilates is all about the breath. Last 2, last 1, and let's bring those legs down. The legs are going to stay parallel, and we are going to connect those inner thighs nice and tight together. I hover my feet up, and I'm gonna lean my legs over towards you. Good, so my back hand, just the palm is resting down. My front hand, my forearms down. Legs leaning off to the side. I'm gonna kick out 3, 2, 1, and then sweep the legs to the other side. Kick out 3, 2, 1. Reach the toes away as you pull your belly down for the other side. 3, 2, 1. Sweep to the other side. Good, kick it out. 2, 1, sweep. We've got a couple more here. Reach, lengthen, press, drop the belly button down as your legs reach super long. 3, 2, 1, sweep it over. It's our last one here. Bend, press, reach, reach, and bringing it center, feet come down. I'm gonna go ahead and lay all the way down on my mat. We're gonna work on a ribcage curl, a very basic Pilates move. We don't call them crunches, we call them ribcage curls. So hands laced behind your head, point those elbows up towards the ceiling so that you have a hammock shape that your head can rest in. Neck does not need to do the work. We're gonna ribcage curl with the rib cage and the abdominals lifting us up. Good, we lower down with an inhale and we exhale to curl the ribs up. So on the back side, you're gonna notice your spine lifting, contracting the abdominals on the front. And we're gonna go ahead and try to keep the tail heavy. So we're not tucking the tail under. We're letting the tail rest heavy in neutral spine. Good, let's add on tabletop legs. Exhale, curl. Inhale, lower. Exhale, curl. And we've got 2 more here. Good, lower and lift. So we just advance this a smidge by stretching a leg out. We're still keeping our shoulders square with our hips. We're in a position where we can see what our belly's doing, and we want to try to drop the tummy rather than have it pooch up. Last two. Good. Both legs reach out and we flutter kick. 8, 7, 6, ribcage curl higher. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug those knees into your chest. Bring your feet down. We are ready for some bridge work. Fresh breath, inhale. Exhale to lift the spine up into a bridge. Good. Once you're up here, you're going to notice your hips feel nice and open. Your glutes feel very tight and engaged. We're going to just float one leg up to tabletop. Try to keep those hips super even. And you can actually shift your gaze down towards your hips to just be aware of what's going on. Our shoulders and arms help to stabilize us here, giving us a nice foundation to work from. So we do have a little upper body work here as well. Raising that leg up to tabletop. When one leg comes up, my other heel presses down into the mat. Hover. Good. And let's just up our tempo. Think marching pace, but no movement in the hips. Super stable in the hips. I am outside. I'm grateful for the sunshine. I'm grateful you have joined me. We're here together working. Good. Last few. Raise it up. Keep those hips high. Try not to let them drop and sag. I know it's challenging. Press through your shoulders. Find some lift there. Activate those triceps. Last few. Good. Exhale it up. Exhale it up. Excellent. Do you feel all that work on the back side? So, so good for you and me. And I'm so glad we're doing it together. Last one. Center. Rolling your spine down. Lovely work. We're going to go ahead and stretch out the hamstrings that have worked for us so well. Opposite leg reaches away as one leg reaches up to the sky. Grabbing behind that leg, maybe ribcage curling up, adding to the work with the ribcage curl. Stretching the back of the leg. Maybe point and flex here. So we're lengthening the hamstring. Lengthen, lengthen. Fantastic work. Hug that knee deep into your chest. Release it far away. And then we're going to go ahead and raise up the other leg. So as soon as we get the leg up here, we definitely feel the hamstring just a little tight from all those bridges. We're going to point and flex. Can we curl up the rib cage? Can we stretch the leg longer and straighter? Point and flex. Point and flex. Awesome. Feels lovely, doesn't it? Getting the back of the leg really lengthened out. Hug that knee into your chest. Really nice and tight as the other leg reaches away. And release. So we're going to go into a double leg press here. Pull, pull, switch. And it's a little tiny pull. It's the ribcage curl. Pull, pull, switch. So it's a little inhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Good. Single leg stretch. Pull, pull, switch. Last one. Hug those knees in to your chest one more time. And now we are ready for pendulum legs. So we're going to go ahead and squeeze those inner thighs together. Lean the knees over to one side. The other hip lifts off. Then we're going to squeeze the legs together to pull ourselves back to center. Leaning over to one side, trying to keep both shoulders resting down. Squeeze the legs back to center. Good. Twisting at the hips, pressing back to center. twisting over to the side, squeezing back to center. Feeling the oblique work here as we twist the hips off to the side and then back to center. We're going to go ahead and add on. We lean off to the side. We circle the knees away and come in on the other side. Good. Let's lean off to the side, circle those knees away. We're alternating the direction that our knees lean off to, making sure we stay nice and even. Good. Those knees lean, circle away, bring it back in. So the knees are actually making like a semicircle shape. So straight off to the sides, half circle, come in. Think about the size of a big, yummy vegan pizza. Knees circle away and drawing those knees in. Okay, we are going to come up to a wonderful Pilates move called rolling like a ball. The idea here is that we are going to create resistance between our hands and our legs, and we're going to try to curve our spine in a C shape. So curving the spine, hollowing out the belly, creating resistance between the arms and legs. We exhale to roll back, and we roll up to a hover. The hover is the challenge, trying not to let your feet touch down. Exhale, inhale, hold. Good. Roll back, roll up, and hold. A couple more here. Rolling back, rolling up, and holding. Ideally, we're not letting our legs kick out. We're wanting to make the core do a lot of the work here. Lower, lift, hold. We can add on to tabletop here. Good. Let's do another roll, lift, tabletop. Good. So when those legs stretch out here a bit, I'm lifting my spine up, and I can create that by pulling on the back of my legs. Good. Roll, lift, tabletop. The next level is teaser. Good. So we'll do just a couple this way where we come to teaser. It's an advancement. Hold up, lengthen, reach those legs. And I feel like I'm scooching away on my mat. Straighten the spine by pulling on the back of the legs. And one more. Tuck, lift, and pose. Beautiful. Awesome work. From here, our spine is pretty warmed up. So we're just going to do an adventurous move. It's going to start off as a reverse curl, peeling the tail up as I press my arms down into the mat. And you may not be peeling up as high, you may just get a little tiny reverse curl, which is perfectly fine. If you want a little bit more, press into those arms and try to raise the hips up a little higher. We control the release to come down. Two more. Little tranny lifts up to hover. Exhale to hollow the belly and articulate, slowly releasing each vertebra down to the mat. It's our last one. Tuck and lift and slowly release. You could continue with that. The next level of advancement is rocking up, stretching those legs overhead, and then lowering them down. We want our neck to be safe, so be very gentle on your neck. Bend those knees. Slowly release your spine. Good. And another little rock. You could do 2 or 3 rocks if you'd like to. Peel up. Stretch those legs overhead. Lower as much as you can. Good. Reach those legs super long. Bend those knees. Spine down. It's our third and last one. Rock up. Reach those legs. Try to lower as much as you can. Keep your neck nice and neutral. Good. Lots of work for the arms and shoulders. And slowly bend those knees, bringing your spine down. Fantastic work. Great. So we're going to turn and come to belly down on the mat for swimming. We're going to reach the arms out and reach the legs out. and our nose is barely hovered above the mat. The back of our neck is long. We're going to lift opposite arm and leg and release. And we exhale for the lift and we inhale for the lower. And a little exhale to lift and inhale to lower. Good. As you exhale, you should notice your tummy getting lighter on the mat, but your hip bone and pubic bone probably getting heavier. We're just going to up our tempo into a little flutter kick. I want you to think about being extra long, and I want your belly to be light here. So don't let your belly be heavy. Try to pull it up away from the mat. Flutter kick. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those arms in. Slide yourself back to a quick child's pose. Here we are in our 4-point kneeling pose. We are going to tuck our toes under and raise our knees up just about an inch off the mat. It's a very small raise. From here, we're going to keep our neutral spine. We're going to twist those legs off to one side, pull them through center, and twist the knees off to the other side. So it's a big spine twist supported by a stable upper body. We did this earlier in an earlier exercise, upper body stabilizing while lower body moves. Good. Rotating those hips side to side. Probably more upper body work than lower body, isn't it? Good. Knees off to the side. Yes. And we could go a little faster or a little slower. Excellent. Coming to center, walking ourselves out to a full plank. Good. From our full plank position, we are going to squat and press. And bring those hips back and press them out. Now the whole while we're trying to keep our knees up, but if you need a little break, you could stop and rest and then press up. So we're going to lower and press, drop back and press forward. Good. Those shoulders are moving, shifting us back and forward. Beautiful. Inhale, exhale, and a couple more here. This is definitely a cardio move. Great plank. Hold in plank. Good. Can we take one arm and tap the opposite shoulder? We're trying not to rock side to side. If your feet are about hip width apart, it will definitely be more accessible. Hips in line as much as possible with the rest of your spine and legs. Tap. Shoulder tap. Whew. Good. Push through that supporting arm. Try to keep nice and square. Activate the abs. Good. And now we're just going to hold. Hold and lift the belly. Lengthen the low back. Static hold plank. I know it's challenging. You can do it. Fantastic. Good. Excellent work. Knees down. Slide back to child's pose. Take a big breath. Breathe through the back of the ribs. Fantastic work. Let's draw the hands back. Clasp the fingers. Press up towards the sky. Gentle on the back of your neck as your forehead presses down. Release those wrists and the shoulders here. Should feel wonderful after that work. Bring it down. Hands come forward. And we're back up to 4-point kneeling. It's time for cat-cow. We're in neutral spine. Our back is like a tabletop. We get a fresh breath. We're going to exhale to arch up our back, hollow out our tummy, tuck our tail under, and resist away from the mat. From here, inhale. Switching into an exhale for the cow stretch. Here we lift the chest and open it. We lift the tail up and look for a little bit of extension in the thoracic spine. Good. From here, fresh breath. Exhale to cat stretch. Press away from the mat. Inhale. Transition to cow. Good. Tail up, chest open. And one more. Exhale up to arch. Inhale. to lift into cow. Good, looking for thoracic spinal extension. That's hard to achieve, but it's worth working for. Beautiful. And release. Our next move is going to be the crab crawl. So we've got ourselves seated, fingertips pointing towards your toes. Fresh breath. We're going to go ahead and press the hips up and find a little bit of height with the hips. We're going to bend the elbows and press and bend and press. So this is a little bit strenuous on the wrists to press up. You could find a fist hand pose and press up here, and it will feel much less strenuous on your wrists. Good, bend, press, feeling that great tricep work as you press up. Good, last 4, exhale 3, 2, and 1. Hold yourself up, raise those hips higher. Good, can we lift the hips to be like a tabletop? A little bit of a shoulder stretch here, squeeze your rear. Good, can we add a leg lift? And a leg lift. It's coming up to tabletop and tabletop. Try not to let the hips drop. Good, you could let the hips come down lower and still be doing this. Good, lift. Last 4, exhale 3, and 2, and 1. Bring it down, hips lift one more time. Squeeze your rear and bring it down to rest. Let's stretch over those long legs. Reach over, hollow out your tummy. Let the crown of your head reach for your feet, and then lengthen yourself up. Good, we're gonna find a roll down here. So we inhale in our tall spine. We exhale to tuck the tail under and slowly release the spine to the mat with control and articulation. Arms up overhead. Let your ribs pop up and enjoy the stretch. Good, exhale, fingertips to ceiling, curl head, neck, and shoulders. Lots of control. Up and over those long legs. Find stretch in the back of the legs, in the spine, and raise yourself up for another roll down. Slow and controlled, lengthen your spine before you lay it down. Arms up overhead. Rib cage gets a nice expansive breath. Good, exhale, fingertips to ceiling, and we start our curl, lifting up, 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 and over the legs. Lengthening the spine as you lay down. Fresh breath. Expand the rib cage. Exhale, activate the abs. Tuck those ribs in for this big reach up and over. And the next time we go down, we're going to go ahead and stay down. Hollow out the belly. Reach the spine long. Elongate. Reach. And swing the arms around. Tuck in that one knee to chest. Hug it in nice and close. What wonderful work we did today. Great full body exercise. We were focused on our powerhouse, the core. Good. Take that knee, twist it off to the side. Try to keep both shoulders heavy as that knee and hip rotates. Good. This is a challenging stretch, so it's going to look different for everybody. You know, there's the possibility of getting the knee over even further. Mine is not wanting to cooperate at the moment. But we are looking for a spine twist here, and it should feel like a nice low back release. Bring yourself down, release the leg. We're going to hug in the other knee to chest. And as I hug in this knee, I reach the other foot far away. Good, and release. And then I'm just going to wrap that knee across my center line. Try to heavy both shoulders as the spine twists. Excellent. Wonderful work. Big cleansing breaths here. And then back to center. Rock yourself up to seated. Thank you so much for joining me for today's mat workout. I hope you feel refreshed and energized, stretched, and a little fatigued also from all of our hard work. Feel free to share this with a friend. Feel free to give me a thumbs up. Share any comments you might have for me. And I hope to see you next time.